Good morning. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News Now, coming to you from our digital desk. We want to get to an updated breaking news story that we've been working overnight out of Canton. First, we're going to show you the neighborhood. This is on the city's pretty southern side, south side of the city. It is right off of I-77, and I'm going to try and see, that's the Cleveland Avenue exit. It is this home down here on 25th Street Southwest, just off of Cleveland Avenue, where police were called last night. Police showed up to a home, and that's when the trouble started. We're going to bring in 19 News reporter Katie Tursek. She is live in that neighborhood. Katie, walk us through the circumstances. We don't know a lot. We're kind of held captive here just at what the police department is telling us, but we do know one man is dead. Walk us through what we know.
Hey, Dan, right, that's correct. You know, this has been an ever-developing story throughout this morning. So what we know right now is that a disturbance happened last night just after 10 o'clock here in this neighborhood. So where I am right now, I'm on 25th Street Southwest, and that's what police responded to. So shortly after that they got here, officers, they were shot at, and then they ended up shooting back. The 41-year-old suspect that got shot, he ended up being hurt and then ended up dying later at the hospital. But no officers were injured. I want to talk about the community here and this little neighborhood that we're in. Really, it's just one small street of a neighborhood. And neighbors that I spoke to, no one wanted to talk to us on camera, but I did talk to them off camera. Someone saying we didn't hear anything last night at all. Others just started that conversation with them. This neighbor over here who's wiping off his car. You know, I talked to him a little bit, but hadn't really gotten to because I came on here to talk to you all. But anyways, I do want to say that the person that lives at that home, the home where this all happened, there was a woman that came outside and had said something to us about her husband being shot, along the lines of that. Again, this is all really, really new for us, and we have a lot of questions to ask police and to ask these neighbors what exactly all happened.
Yeah, Katie, in this, understandably, it's all developing, and the woman that came out, understandably, she was upset at anybody being there. I think we can understand that, but just want to touch base one more time. Police showed up to that house, and they were shot at. That's how this all started.
Yeah, correct. Well, hold on. Let me just let me double check that one more time. So police say that just after 10 o'clock last night, they responded to the disturbance, and then shortly after they got there, officers, they were shot at, and then they shot back. So they were shot at, then shot back. And one thing I want to mention too is that we were told also from neighbors that the guy ended up running away, possibly through that back door, and they saw something happen over here in that back area by the backyard. And we are actually up against over here 77, right up against the highway. So I also talked to BCI saying this is under investigation. Had some calls as well out to the police department, Ohio Highway State Patrol, and they say that, you know, BCI, they're handling the investigation. Also told me to call Canton Police. So again, there's going to be a lot that's going to come out in the next coming hours.
Excellent. Katie Tursek, live for us down there in Canton. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Sounds good, Dan.
So just to reiterate before we wrap this up, and again, I'm going to use this map here just to show you exactly where Katie is. This is 25th Street Southwest, where you see that red dot. That is the home that they were called to, and we heard Katie say, some of the neighbors say that this may have spilled sort of into the backyard, that the man at that house that was shot may have run out towards the back here, and you can see how close 77 is. There are the ramps, the loops for the on and off of 77. As we pull out just a little bit further, if you are from the Canton area, if you know where the Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium is, the old stadium, that is across the street from where this is. But again, we're talking on the southern side of Canton. Not a lot of details to go on. We know BCI is involved. Obviously, in the state of Ohio, when you have an officer use their weapon, especially in a case where they have ended up shooting a person, that person then ends up dying, that's when BCI, the Bureau of Criminal Investigations, gets involved. BCI is an offshoot of the Attorney General's office. The Attorney General oversees BCI. That way there is an independent agency investigating. You don't have Canton police officers investigating Canton police officers who use their weapon. You have an outside source. And again, this happened at about 10 o'clock last night. I'm fairly surprised to see that that scene is already completely cleared. But apparently the BCI has gone in, taken their measurements, looked at all the evidence, and have cleared that scene. Again, happened just after 10 o'clock last night. Called to that home for a disturbance. When Canton police officers showed up, they were shot at. When they returned fire, it hit that 41-year-old man. We know that his name is Jeffrey Neff. Based at that residence, and he has passed away. He was taken to the Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital, and he did not survive. We're going to have lots of updates on this story throughout the day. There's been quite a bit of breaking news overnight. When we get updates, we will bring them to you here on our digital platforms. And we do have news throughout the day on Channel 19 and CW 43. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News Now. Have a good day.
19 News is everywhere. Download our CTV apps and follow us on social media at Cleveland 19 News.